Have some of these on tomorrow's test as well, where you have a g of x function or f of x or some type of function, and they want you to find g of -3. This is just the notation that is telling you to plug in -3 into the x positions right here and right here. So you're going to take this -3 and simply put them into the x positions. The best, safest way to do that is to rewrite it with parentheses first, replacing the x's. And now I'm actually going to plug in the -3 inside those parentheses. And now you could actually do it using PEMDAS. You have exponents first, so that'll give you a +9. And then -7 times -3, that's a +21. And then bring down the +4. And you're left with 9 plus 21 is 30. 30 plus 4 is 34. So your final answer is 34. Again, I'm hoping that you guys go back, watch this, pause it, try it on your own, then hit play. Moving on to number 17. If A equals 12, B equals 7, and C equals 6, then what's the answer? Well, you need to rewrite everything. The 3, the parenthesis, the square, the minus, the 4, and the parenthesis for the C value. Inside your first parenthesis, you have A and B. So we're going to take 12 and 7 and put them in here. So that's going to be 12 minus 7. And then the C value happens to be 6. So we have all the values plugged in. Let's just work it out. You start with P parentheses. You don't start with multiplying. You don't start with exponents. You don't start with subtraction. In parentheses, you have 12 take away 7. So you really have 3 times 5 squared minus 4 times 6. And now we could do exponents. Sophia? So you're going to have 3 times 25, because 5 squared is 25. And then you still have the minus 4 times 6. That's an ugly 6. So our final answer here will be, well, not final, but we have, let me write it up here. 3 times 25 is 75, and 4 times 6 is 24. So you have 75, take away 24, that answer is 51. So 51 is your final answer for that problem of simply evaluating. All you do is plug in the numbers and work out the math. Number 18, they don't even show you the parallelogram, but it tells you that the base is 17 and the height is 22. So you will be able to use calculators on tomorrow's test. So all you're going to do tomorrow is recognize that the height, or that the base is 17 and the height is 22. So you're going to multiply them together, and on the calculator you will get 374 units. That's ugly. 374 units. So that would be your answer. If it's centimeters, it would be centimeters squared. If it's inches, it would be inches squared, Sophia. It's going to be units squared. Number 19, same concept. You have a rectangle, and they're telling you that it's 26 length times 15 width. So you can do it on the calculator. 26 times 15, you're going to get 390 as a final answer. Okay, 390. Moving on to number 20. This one's so easy that some people will get confused. If you remember about domain and range, the domain are your x values. So if you just look at your x values, you'll have your domain. And in this case, it'll be -2, comma, -6, comma, 0, comma, 5. If you look at your range values, you're talking about your y values, and your y values would be 5, 0, 0, 5. Now the truth is, if it repeats, you only have to write it once. So the range is going to be y equals 5 and 0, or 0 and 5. It doesn't really matter. And that's it. That's how easy a question is on the test tomorrow. Now to finish this off, it is a 20 question test. We've done about 20 questions, but some were repeated. So there is one that has a graph on it. Now we already did one in other practice tests. I just cut and paste. So number 21 right here, it says, which of the following statements could the following graph represent? So we have time as the x-axis, distance as the y-axis. So let's say this guy's at home. Could it represent that a boy runs as fast as he could from his home to the park, stays there for a while, and then slowly walks home. Does he run as fast as he could? No. Okay, so it can't be A. B, a boy walks to the park, stays there, and then he realizes, oh no, wait. A boy walks to the park, and as soon as he gets there, he realizes he forgot something at home. Could it be that one? No, because he doesn't get there and come back home. He gets there and stays. How about C? It says a boy walks to the park, he stays there for a while, and then he walks at a little faster pace back home. That one could be it. Walking, stays, walks back home at a little faster pace. That one could be C. Now, none of the above. That's, of course, it's not none of the above because it could be C. Does that make sense? All right, so this will be on Edmodo. This is like the test right here, guys. So I would go back and watch these two videos.